This is Daniel Norris, lead pastor at Grace World Outreach Church and the visionary leader for SUM Nature Coast. Bringing SUM to our church has certainly been a game changer in terms of our vision and culture here at the house. To see our students engaging and assimilating into our church has helped shift the atmosphere. SUM is built with this heartbeat for evangelism, this love for souls, and this hunger for more of Jesus. You can see the embers of revival in everything that SUM touches. And so to see our students involving themselves in areas of ministry throughout our church, whether it's greeting people at the front door, showing the love of Christ, or being a part of host teams and just loving on the church community, to see the students getting involved in our student ministries or our children's ministry, to be able to bring those same fires of revival into those aspects and areas of our church has certainly helped shift the atmosphere. On top of that, our students are benefiting because not only are they getting the academic training that I got in Bible college, but they're getting more. They're getting hands-on ministry experience. That way, when they graduate, it's not just a piece of paper that says you passed a class, but they've been involved in active ministry from day one. And that's not just in the house, that's also then taking those same fires for revival, evangelism, and souls and going out into the streets. And so that's seeing our students love on our community, whether it's outreaches to the homeless, feeding the hungry, or just welcoming those people that just come through our town and community. We have seen such a remarkable difference just in this last year of watching SUM engage with our church. And on top of that, to be able to have the students just interacting with our staff on a day in, day out basis, it keeps us with it always in front that we're called to raise up and to make disciples, to train them up into the fivefold ministry. And so if you're considering bringing SUM into your church, or you're a student that's looking for a school that is going to train you and equip you and prepare you, you can't find a better option than SUM. It's affordable. You're going to be able to graduate without any debt. You're going to get the training that you need, and on top of that, the experience necessary to be able to go and to change the world.
I'm Debbie Milton, and I am the cohort advisor here for SUM Nature Coast, which is housed at Grace World Outreach Church in Brooksville, Florida. And I've been in the ministry equipping leaders for the last 15 years, and I was so excited when we encountered SUM and opened a campus here on the Nature Coast. What an honor and a privilege it is to raise up future fivefold ministry leaders that will reach their communities and be change agents in this world for the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so we're founded on some really strong principles, and one of those is academics. We are regionally accredited, and so it is just an honor to be able to offer an accredited education with professors from all around the world that are equipped to pour into the lives of these students. But raising up young leaders is much more important. There's more important things than academics. And one of those is to have them grow as a whole person. And so our mentorship part of our program is very powerful. And so students have a one-on-one mentor that help them grow spiritually, personally, as they also encounter academics. And then the third thing that we really feel strongly about is having our students be hands-on ministry. So here at Grace World, we're built just very naturally on the foundation of the apostle and with the fivefold ministry in place. So that gives us opportunity to expose every student into one of those or more of those areas of ministry. And so they're given opportunity every week to engage in ministry and learn what it's like from our fivefold pastors and ministry leaders, to be able to learn what it's like, not only to minister within the body of Christ, our church family here at Grace World, but also into our community. And so we take our students into feeding the homeless and to reaching out to the community, to the courthouse for prayer events, on the streets to evangelize. And so we get them involved in ministry weekly. And then all of that coupled together is offered at such an affordable price that our students don't leave with extreme amount of debt. They're able to step into ministry the moment that they leave. We have a great record of students graduating from SUM and stepping in. And I too am a master's student here at SUM, and I've been able to experience the classroom and the professors that we have, and I can say that we hold high to all those standards. So anyone that's even thinking of being used by God in ministry, SUM is the place for you. We here at Grace World welcome you with open arms. We are here to equip you and empower you and then release you into everything God has called you to be.
When I graduated high school, I already had a pretty good idea of my calling, and that I knew that I needed to go to ministry school. So the things that were important to me were definitely credibility, affordability, as well as the equipping of me for whatever God has for me after school. So I began looking around and started to talk to my uncle that is going to SUM currently, and begin to hear, about the affordability, the good theology, the things that they teach, and just the way that they equip us for the future. And so these last 4 weeks, through learning in class, not having to worry about being in debt for the next 20 years of my life, as well as being equipped for the ministry through my practicums, God has just really done a tremendous job of showing me what He can do with that yes.
I was a high school senior, and I started my year off of making a commitment to be all into whatever God had called for me to do. So Mardi Gras was coming up right around the corner, and I made a commitment to go and say yes to what Jesus had in store for me, and that was stepping out of my comfort zone, going out of my normal box of being in the back of a room and keeping to myself, to going out and doing something that I have never done before. So I said yes, and I was terrified out of my mind, but I said yes to that commitment, and got into the van, and we made our journey, and my heart broke. I saw a community of people who just needed the love of Jesus, and I had it inside me to share with them what I had. I chose SUM because of that reason. Back at home, my own community had people that were hurting and needed the love of Jesus, and I was ready to share what I had experienced in New Orleans back at my home.